Hey everybody, Eric here. Today I want to give a review for all the Mustang owners out there who want an absolutely phenomenal sounding audio system in their car. I want to show you what are you going to get from installing the latest Kappa series 6x8 speaker paired with a Pioneer 2-channel amplifier. I installed 4 of these speakers in the factory locations of my 03 Mustang that came with a Mach 460 sound system, and I modified my factory speaker box in the rear to be able to mount 2 of these amplifiers, one for the front, one for the rear, in the factory locations. Check out my channel and under my Mustang playlist, and I'll show you how to modify your box to make it look like this if you're interested. And of course I had to run all new ground wires, power wires, signal wires, and I ran 14 gauge speaker wires directly from the amplifiers to each speaker. Okay, all that's tucked up under there nice and neat. Even if you pull the rear seats down, you can't see any of it unless you crawled up underneath there and look straight up. Okay, everything's out of harm's way. And the best description to give you as far as I'm actually running a Pioneer navigation head unit that I installed back in 2009, and on the factory amplifier and speakers I would rate it about a 3. On this system right here, on the same head unit, I would rate this about a 9.5. The only reason I'm not going to give it a 10 is because there's no subwoofer, and quite honestly I have no desire to add one as fantastic as this sounds. I don't think I need one. I don't need to absorb any more space in my trunk. It is phenomenal the way it is. If you do plan on adding a subwoofer, you better have a lot of juice to keep up with this system, because this is out of this world phenomenal. So just to give you a quick look about what I'm using here, this is, I ordered, actually if you can see my package slip here, I ordered the 86 CFX 6x8, which was last year's model. And when I got my package from Creative Auto in the mail, well, I received the latest version, the 683 XF. So I'm not usually lucky like that, but I guess it was my day for once in a blue moon. And as you can see, these speakers are rated at 100 watt RMS. This is Infinity's top of the line speaker. And do not expect to use the speaker without amplification, okay? It'll sound good. It's not going to sound as good as it should, okay? This definitely needs an amplifier driving it. It is rated 40 hertz to 40 kilohertz. Sensitivity is 93 dB. And it's actually a 3 ohm speaker, okay? This amplifier I'm using is the part number. This is a Pioneer 2-channel amplifier. You can buy it at Walmart for $100 plus tax each amplifier. This is rated at 70 watts RMS for 2 channels at 4 ohms, and 95 watts, I believe it is, for 2 channels at 2 ohms. So I guess theoretically at 3 ohms I'm like 82.5. Whatever. The pairing is phenomenal. Okay, one of the biggest reasons why this works so well to begin with is the factory head unit, when you put in an aftermarket head unit with a Mach 460 sound system, the way it wires into those factory amps actually sends the left-hand bass through your front woofers and the right-hand bass through your rear woofers. This is basically the only way they can wire that system in. And of course that messes up your balance and bass distinction. What people call that says your bass is out of phase. All this is correct. So this corrects all those problems and still allows you to maintain all of your factory 2.5-inch speakers, all 4 of them, that are going to be running off your head unit. Okay, so it gives a lot of advantages to changing these amps with the speakers. But the biggest advantage is going to be actually being able to set the sensitivity on your new amplifier. Almost guaranteed, your aftermarket head unit is way overpowering those factory amps. They're probably rated at 500 millivolts maximum input voltage. My head unit puts out maximum 2.2. So I was way overpowering that unit. I could only get up to about 32, 33 on my volume before things started getting real nasty. Maybe 33 on a good clean acoustic guitar. So with your new amplifiers, you gotta make sure and set them up, because you can do all this work and it still sound like garbage if you do this wrong. As you can see here, hopefully it's not too dark, I have the bass booster turned completely off. Do not use that. I have the high pass filter turned on with the setting frequency set just above 32, because these are rated at 40 hertz. There's no reason at all to send low frequency through a speaker it can't handle. It's just going to damage the speaker. Most importantly is that gain setting. These will come to you set on the normal setting, which is a 500 millivolt max signal. You have to turn that adjustment screw counterclockwise way down. When you turn that level setting way down, it will be in a match for your head unit. Each head unit is different, so you have to set each one individually. But now you're going to be able to turn your volume up to levels you never able to use before, and the music that's going to come out of your car and out of these incredible speakers is going to fill any parking lot you drive into. Okay, this is absolutely phenomenal. The sound out of this car is almost life-changing for me. I haven't heard the distinction of notes and instruments and discretion in the bass in a very, very long time. And I've never heard it in one of my cars before. Never like this. I put my first car stereo in 1983. I've had multiple cars, multiple different systems, and never, ever have I had anything that sounds like this. In fact, I haven't even plugged those mid-tweeters back in yet, because I'm almost certain when I do, it's going to destroy the sounds of my car. It sounds so good right now. There's no way I'm plugging those back in until they get upgraded as well. These speakers are absolutely phenomenal, guys, as long as you drive them with the correct amount of power. And this is a perfect pairing. I give this review a huge thumbs up. Anybody wanting to do this, I almost guarantee you're not going to be disappointed. There's absolutely no whine in these speakers. There's no hiss coming through these speakers. There's no on-off pop. As long as you do all your wiring right, this is going to come out absolutely phenomenal. So, hope everybody enjoyed this. I promise you, you can turn your Mustang into like a symphony. You will not be disappointed. Thanks for watching, everybody.